Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy continues to combat war fatigue, and recently he visited Canada unannounced and addressed Canadian lawmakers from the North America country's very parliament floor. Let's hear more from Margareth Parcasio.
On Friday, the 22nd of September, President Volodymyr Zelenskyy delivered a fiery speech before the Canadian Parliament, condemning Russia for its invasion of Ukraine as part of efforts to gather additional support for his war-torn country. This marks Zelenskyy's first visit to Canada since the invasion and his second address to the Canadian Parliament. From Parliament Hill in the capital, Ottawa, Zelenskyy strongly rebuked Russia's genocide, recalling Holodomor, the starvation of millions of Ukrainians in 1930s as a result of Soviet policies, also known as the Great Ukrainian Famine. This comes as Prime Minister Justin Trudeau pledged an additional 650 million Canadian dollars or 482 million US dollars worth of aid to Ukraine over 3 years for 50 armored vehicles that will be built in Canada. To date, the Trudeau government has already provided nearly 9 billion Canadian dollars or 6.7 billion US dollars to Kyiv in military, financial, and humanitarian support since the war began. It can be remembered that Zelenskyy last addressed the Canadian Parliament virtually in March last year. The Ukrainian president arrived in Canada late on Thursday, following a trip to the United States, where he met with President Joe Biden and U.S. lawmakers in Washington, D.C. However, reports say that Zelenskyy's warm welcome in Canada is a contrast to his reception in the United States just a day before. There, the Ukrainian president's request to speak before a joint session of the U.S. Congress was turned down, with House Republican Speaker Kevin McCarthy telling reporters, quote, "We just didn't have the time." End of quote. Meanwhile, Zelenskyy on many occasions thanked Trudeau and the lawmakers of Canada for the unwavering support given to the Ukrainian people.
And most of all, I would like to thank you, Canada, for the purely human thing, for making Ukrainians feel at home when they are here in Canada. Can we give up? No. Can we betray the good in human nature? No. Can we agree to evil? No. Can we allow our identity to be erased? No. Ukraine and Canada are the same. Aiuinata Canada, aiuinata Ukraine. Slava Ukraini!
Thank Trudeau and the lawmakers of Canada for the unwavering support given to the Ukrainian people. Lastly, it can be noted that Zelenskyy also expressed hope that a monument would one day be raised in Canada to honor the victory of Ukraine and its people in this said war. This is Margareth Parcasio reporting, SMNI News.